Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was it.
Right. In camera.
You gotta get wild now.
I'm gonna tell you the history.
You better slide on. Better slide on.
This way.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you can slide this way. Oh, I can slide. The Chris can slide.
I think very deeply. I think very deeply. Chris, you want to come on in, man? I think
He got me. What's that on his back? On the camera looking at
That's your sign.
Kick me sign.
You can turn that a little bit. You can turn that a little bit forward. Oh, yeah. You good. You good.
I'm in it. Well, hello, welcome to the Bills podcast. We up in here.
What up? What up?
I'm Pitch.
Rocket.
What
up?
Scott?
And then, as you can see, and you can't see, we have some guests in the studio with us. We got
Boys
the
back in town.
There you go. The Pittsburgh boys are here. Yeah.
We're gonna call them the new singing sensation called Pitch 3. Yeah.
And we off camera, we got Christian who here with us too.
Christian.
But yeah, so we all here. So Rocky, how was your week?
Shit. I don't know. It was a week, man. I'm finally healing up. I had a cold, vertigo, all of that in once. So my week is now just began. So
yeah,
somebody else's week is probably more better than mine.
Wendell Scott,
Peace.
how was your week?
It's okay.
All right.
I spent it kicking white people in the ass this week.
Okay.
That's a start.
Right.
How would you kick white people in the ass?
Man,
Why?
I'm having a little issue with Shorewood.
Oh, the Shorewood thing.
It's the return of Shorewood.
That's the first time I talked about it on the show.
Are we gonna talk about it more later, or you want to talk about it now, or what?
No, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Okay, so we ain't gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fellas, how was your weeks?
Spent working. Not too exciting.
All right,
Work
work.
money. It's summer, so it's
Moving
great.
some weights.
I'm still in school, and it's summer, but it's great.
Still in school.
I got a class. Got a summer class.
Oh, okay.
Summer class. I just started my internship.
Is that summer class a 4-hour class?
No, it's actually all online. I just got to take one quiz a week. Yes, how many credits in this one?
You'll be out there looking for that summer love.
Good look, big bro.
Yeah.
He was in front of the camera doing that one.
Huh?
He looking for some
Got the fish.
No, he already. What'd you say?
I got the net.
That's the wine net, my brother.
He's a fisher.
Drinking. They're going fishing.
The net is out for the summer.
He going fishing with unreal. With what?
And I almost fish.
You gonna catch him and throw him back?
Maybe.
Catch and release?
No, depends on the one.
None of that. Catch, release, or catch a game.
Catch and release until you're hungry, son.
This age bracket, catch and release.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that is true.
And don't use worms. That's easy.
You talking about noodling?
That's pretty good. Oh man.
No noodling?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Well, my week, it was all right. I was a little bit sick this week. Still got a little side effect of it, but
I got something that helps you out.
what was that?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
How was your week?
Okay.
Lifting, working out.
Yeah.
Same thing every week.
What you lifting for?
Weights.
No, I know what you.
Trying to get big.
I mean, you saw Snoop do it for a whole year.
Yeah.
You didn't see Snoop working out? Oh, yeah.
You see Wiz Khalifa working out?
That's the whole thing. This guy's skill.
I started.
Snoop is the funniest dude.
Basically got
What
too
is it?
cold.
You heard him?
I can't do it. No.
What's up?
Basically got you cold.
Basically got too cold. It's nothing like looking for motivation. You don't find nothing. Like, oh, it's too cold. It's too late.
Christian, what's up with you? Straight. All right. All right.
You just get done with school?
So what?
You just get done with school?
Where did you go to high school?
So you graduated.
Graduate. Congratulations.
That's what I'm talking about. You have to bring it out of you.
Yeah.
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 I guess we're gonna have to bring it up.
Yeah, it's all good. IP man, oh, you said you was working all week. That's
Making
it.
that
But
money.
before we get started, talk about what we got to talk about. We need to know what you sipping on.
Couple of things right here. This is nice Johnny Walker Red Label. I had the black label, but that's been dusted. This is pretty nice. It's not like I remember. Red Label is pretty harsh. It'll wake you up, but this is pretty smooth. So I guess it's what I need right now. So, and then
I'm about to say, ain't all that's on this table.
yeah, I'm kind of double fisted here, but so what? It's my Friday. This Happy Hops by MKE Brewing right here in city Milwaukee.
That's dope.
You know, Hopalicious. No, this is Happy Hops. This is not Hopalicious. Indian Pale Ale, but got a plethora of different types of beer here.
We have more microbreweries around here than a little bit. We should at least show off once a week a different brewery or different.
If they want to
They
support,
want to support.
hey,
They
I am
give it.
happy to.
I ain't going out of my way,
I
but
cast all this shit to the side. Be like, brought to you by MKE Brewery. Get a little, twang in my talk. I'll sell that joint. Yeah, so
so y'all sipping on that?
And I'm sipping on a nice blueberry wheat ale. Straight out of Michigan. That nice
All right.
IPA, grapefruit, same little happy thing. And, that red label.
You got anything or no?
no,
For me?
same
Yeah.
thing.
I'm sipping on the same thing, man.
There's some
Okay.
moonshine over there too.
Yeah, it got
Yeah,
some
we always
moonshine in
say-
it. I might get that a little bit later.
Always
This ain't
sipping on
me.
that.
I always say drink that out in the sun so they can burn that alcohol off. But we don't got too much sun here in Milwaukee.
Can I throw a firecracker in the game real quick while we're talking about drinking?
Hold on a second. I'm drinking that high quality H2O.
Niagara. You know what
Niagara.
let me throw a firecracker in there real quick.
Uh-huh.
So did you guys check out Rockford, Illinois?
Yeah.
You heard what just happened in Rockford, Illinois? They just legalized retail marijuana.
Okay, hold on.
Yesterday.
Okay.
On the way.
So that's what we sipping on. So can we get a clank
Clank to the
Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah, all right, here.
Yeah, clank. All right.
There you go.
All right. So let's get to some of these conversations that we have for the day.
What we're going to start with today?
You want to start with what happened in Rockford? What you say happened in Rockford?
Rockford, Illinois just passed yesterday.
Legalized marijuana, right?
No, legalized retail.
Recreation.
Recreational.
Recreation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I call it
recre-
retail. That means
Yeah,
you go.
Somebody
recreational.
gonna run up and get busted real soon.
So
Well, Illinois did it.
Michigan did it.
Chicago it's not retail until January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rockford did it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know Illinois, they passed it
Mhm.
in their Congress, and it's waiting for the
Legislature,
governor to sign,
He said he gonna sign
which
it.
he's gonna
Yep.
sign.
They said it'll
But
be ready January
It
1st.
won't be ready until January 1st.
Yeah.
But then you saying Rockford is already out there.
Rockford, I went out yesterday.
Okay.
And then
Shout out to Rockford.
They tired of being broke over there.
what you
man.
call it? The big thing right now is they talking about here in Wisconsin. They talking about how we are island because all the states around us are starting to legalize it. We're island, and they get mad because they saying people gonna be transporting it here or transporting it through here. And they got caught, they going to jail. That's basically what they said.
Well, they won't go to jail.
Anything
Because
over
it's
anything over a certain
decriminalized.
amount, anything over a certain
Depends on
amount,
where.
it's a
Yeah.
misdemeanor.
It's, it depends on how much you
Right.
Yeah.
carry it.
Through.
Yeah.
Listen,
You know.
and everyone knows we'll get on the ferries, we'll get on the Amtrak, and we'll come back normal.
Yeah.
So you just lose our money for the weekend.
Well, I think it's going to be a loss of a lot of businesses that Wisconsin could establish, and it's going to be very profitable.
I think
Look at
the
other
biggest thing
states.
is like you just said,
Yeah.
is the tax money. Because if you look like Colorado, they got so much money. They building brand new schools on top of schools.
Yes.
They doing all sorts because they got so much money. They don't know what to do with it.
They got money. They leaving bags of money in front of churches.
Big O
Need to
just
move
came back from
and start
Denver
my own
day
church.
before yesterday.
Who?
Jamal,
Said
our
bags is welcome here.
Big O that was here with us on the show.
Oh, yeah,
My guy from
yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
He
yeah.
just came back from dinner the day before.
Uh-huh.
The same thing we always say, I'm down as much as I am. there's always 10 huge cranes in the sky all the time.
Yeah.
All the
Because
time.
they got so much money, they don't know what to do with it. All that tax money, all that stuff going on.
They throwing money.
They
throwing
yeah.
money at it.
Yeah.
Hey, you get money. You get money.
Right.
Everybody
Or
get
they
money.
Oprah. They on
Yeah,
that.
right. They on,
Yeah.
there you
And the
go.
crazy thing is, they talking about trying to grow it here, but they ain't let nobody do nothing because
It's already being grown here.
So here it
You can
is.
grow-
Here it
you can grow
is.
hemp.
Let me tell you.
Which
Go
is
ahead.
the
And
door
this is
open.
every single place I've gone and watched them transition. I always tell my friends, hey, they selling a hemp license, you should get it.
Mhm.
And then what happens when you see everyone else blocked out? They don't have nothing for us, but I told you to get that hemp license.
Yeah.
You
It's
told
$100 and
me
some
to-
dollars.
You told me.
You know, it's $100 and some dollars. You can get
Yeah.
it right now. You
Yeah.
need some help.
Yeah.
There are legal ways of doing it. One of
Yeah.
our senators just said if you call our office,
Yeah,
she'll help you.
yeah. You get your hemp license because the Inca Queen is her uncle.
Oh,
He was here. He was talking about it.
Did he get it?
Yep.
He already grow. He grow out in California.
Does he?
Yeah, he grow out in California.
When's he coming back?
He'll be here like Tuesday.
Tuesday?
got his name, but shout out to Mindy's uncle.
Lino.
Lino. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Why does
I'm
Lino
ready.
sound like he's from Little Italy?
Huh?
Why does Lino sound like he's from Little Italy?
Mexico, maybe.
He from
I mean,
Mexico.
all that.
That's a dope name.
You know, it's all like getting with Spain and everything. The language is similar, but it's awful.
He sounded like my friend. He asked me, is Peru and Mexico?
What?
I said,
That's
yeah.
Peru and Mexico.
It's all mixed up.
He said,
I
I need to
don't
get
you
serious
pay
real
no,
quick.
don't you pay no never mind
For real,
where
for real,
Peru
for real.
is.
Sam asked me, he said, where?
I mean,
Peru and Mexico.
Hold on a second. Sam?
Yeah.
Southwest?
Okay, dog.
South America?
Yeah, South America.
Well, just west. 'Cause
Sam?
Peru-
Sam? Of all people.
You got Peru.
Okay, hold on. But you gotta understand, his boy Sam.
Is
His
this
boy
the one that
Sam.
got that fade for you?
No,
No,
that's
that's not
not-
him.
That's Alvaro is the one
Alright.
from Peru.
He's
Yeah.
He from Peru. Alvaro from Peru.
My other
Okay.
friend is from Rwanda.
Yeah, so they like best friends though.
Okay.
All three were
Like
the best
best
friends.
So you got the
Kindergarten.
Peruvian connect and the brown
Yeah,
connect.
and we all best friends
You
in
can
know,
get
kindergarten.
yeah.
them diamonds
Good lives,
and
folks,
you can get that.
We were on the phone, we were FaceTime, all three of us. We were FaceTime, he goes, wait, I gotta ask you a question for y'all. Where's Peru and Mexico? And me are
Listen.
dying.
Hold on, dog.
Hey, y'all president
what I'm
just
saying.
tweeted out. He just tweeted out that the moon is part of Mars. So hey,
Who did that?
y'all president.
Trump. Trump. Who's president?
Great, yours?
Hey, you know what? Can I say something about that? There it is, right there. But on the cusp of that, our president just got in trouble yesterday.
Who?
So the
That motherfucker get in trouble. Every
not the lawyer, but the judge said, "Hey, we're not going to hold on to this phone call. The people can have it." Y'all hear that phone call?
Nah.
It was Flynn's lawyer and the president's lawyer.
Yeah.
The president's lawyer called Flynn's lawyer and just straight told him, "Don't tell him nothing. Like, if we gonna tell him something, you know, this is what we think about you the whole time.
Really?
Basically, tell him we're gonna give you a pardon."
Yeah, he about to go to jail, dog.
So everybody gonna pray.
Well, Pelosi was like, "Nah, we don't want to impeach him. We want to beat him with the general election, and then that indictment run down. They want to see him in prison."
I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'm with that.
If he's not powerful enough to get now, what makes you think they're gonna touch him?
I'm with that. I'm with
I didn't
that.
know he needs to stay off Twitter.
They should impeach him now.
No, he needs to stay on
No,
Twitter
he needs to stay off
so he
Twitter.
can,
Why?
so he
You
can,
see his tweet about the
so he can incriminate himself.
when they see us.
No, what is that?
Oh yeah. When is he?
Wait. This is
Hold
prolific.
on.
This is prolific.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
so if you're listening out there and you don't understand when they see us was about the Central Park 5, we're not going to go into that. You should know your history, period. But in the process of the Central Park 5, I'm right here. America, if you see me right here, Windows guy. In the process of Window Park 5, or Window Park, Central Park 5, Trump took out a full-page ad in the New York Times and said all those boys should get the death penalty.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, the Central.
And when they were exonerated,
He never
never said nothing.
Never apologized or nothing.
Stuck with it.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah, so he
I said it
did.
in our family.
Oh,
He
but
did tweet. He did tweet something out about it though.
Yep, because
I didn't think he'd be that ignorant.
I said it
but
in
the
our group chat.
DA.
No, I'm waiting for that.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
we're waiting for that.
All
The
right,
Central
we're gonna
Park
do it
5 documentary was a one-sided piece of garbage that didn't explain the horrific crime of these young men while in park.
He just said that?
He just texted. Yeah, he just
What's the
tweeted
date?
it.
I don't have to look up
The-
nothing no more.
Hold on. The actual rapist confessed.
Not only that, all the DNA found belonged to
His
one person.
DNA was there. He confessed to other rapes and a murder.
And the DNA was with them too.
And the DNA. Dude.
So now, let's not play Trump like he's stupid. He's brilliant.
No, he's not.
Let me tell you why that
No,
statement was brilliant.
No.
Because every dumb person in the world will listen to him and say, he's right.
Yeah.
Because they don't know any better.
They will go against the factual evidence
Because he said so.
just because he said so.
Yeah. That's
And
deep.
anytime that there's innocent black people that are pronounced guilty, they must stay guilty because it defeats the whole premises of what white supremacy
Give
is.
example of some black people that became guilty and they stayed guilty. Since you said it, could you please do that? And there's a reason why I'm saying it.
Black people who were guilty and stayed guilty.
Hell, Michael Jackson.
He wasn't guilty. You wrong, bro.
He's guilty in the court of public opinion.
You damn right.
And they still flaming his ass.
But they dragging him down.
They're trying to take his catalog and the catalog that he owns, which is
The
part
Beatles.
of the Beatles, Eminem, Elvis Presley.
Wait. Eminem.
Yeah, he owns Eminem.
Yeah, he owns Eminem.
Masters.
Yeah.
He owns Masters. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
When
Masters.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was a screw.
Hold on. He
businessman.
bought it from the. Listen. You know who he was signed to?
He was signed to Sony.
Arista.
Oh, you talking about Eminem?
Yeah. How did they sold off his stuff?
Man,
Yeah.
there's so much fuckery when it comes to the music.
They
business.
sold off Eminem's.
Yeah.
Maga, my nigga.
He just go, but he
That's
bought
great.
it. He bought the Beatles. He bought the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, we know how
Paul
he did that.
McCartney put
You
him
heard
up
the
on
story?
game, and he was like, "Okay."
This is how Michael. He's straight gangster. The Beatles. They was
Yeah.
doing "The Girl Is Mine," and he was like, Paul, how much would you sell the Beatles for? He was like, 36 million. Michael Jackson went and got a phone and said, he said 36 million. Go buy it. While they was in the booth.
No. From what I heard is Michael Jackson. It was a bidding war basically. Paul McCartney was trying to get it. Michael Jackson outbid him, just took it.
Yeah.
Listen.
But Michael Jackson was the private bidder.
Paul McCartney already had his masters. What do you mean?
He doesn't. Okay, so
The Beatles,
so he doesn't own all of the Beatles. He owns.
He may own his stuff, but he don't own the Beatles.
Yeah, Paul McCartney owned his portion.
So I thought Michael
but the
Jackson
other
had to
Beatles-
spot everything.
No, he
Yeah.
bought the Beatles.
So the girl in the girl is mine is the Beatles.
No, the girl of mine is
Michael
him and
Jackson.
Paul
They
McCartney.
talking about
Well, it's Michael Jackson
when they
and Paul
started
McCartney,
it, that's when he.
But
said,
that's
hey, I want
he
to buy it.
linked up. He was friends with Paul McCartney.
Right.
And Paul McCartney put him up on game, and he turned around. And bought the Beatles
All right.
catalog. So
All right, we gotta do this. Since we talk about Michael Jackson,
But wait. It was leading somewhere. We were talking about people getting in trouble and how they pull them down. But tell me this. I'm leading somewhere. Tell me this.
anybody black, throw a
Now,
stone,
the same prosecutor
throw a
for
stone.
the Central Park 5,
the white lady,
all
Yeah.
she loses some damn books. And
Feinstein.
no one care about no board. The books, they just took her books off the shelf. We don't see nobody trying to drag her down. We don't see nobody trying to pull all her money away.
Oh, no,
we don't try to put her in jail.
She just resigned off of.
But she needs to be
Just 'cause
held
you was
fully accountable.
Yeah.
And that means jail sentence and fine.
Well, she can't go to jail for it now.
She
Why
can.
not?
She should.
There's a statute of limitation on what? That you made up.
I mean,
some stuff? You made up.
R. Kelly.
Right. How R. Kelly got to go down?
Well, he
Listen,
got
no.
But there's new
Hold on,
charges
first of all-
that's coming up
first
on
of all,
R.
They just
Kelly.
made
But-
new charges.
But we don't want to confuse those lines.
No, we
don't
can't.
want to
Yes,
confuse
yes,
those.
we do.
You gotta
Yes, yes,
understand-
we do.
no,
brother.
Bill Cosby,
No, brother,
they
hold
yanked
on.
him down.
Hold on.
I'm just saying, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, different states. Different states got different statutes of limitations.
You know what that sounds like to
I'm
me?
saying.
See my fingers?
What's that?
Hoodoo.
What's that mean?
I don't give a damn about a different
It's
state.
it's bullshit.
Right, it's time for her to go down.
Hey!
Wow.
What's going on?
It's the After Hours Club. You ain't know we
That's
got
why
the
we got the
dice.
door open.
Hey, my daughter's upstairs. Okay.
Dude, you think she ain't gonna walk through her own house and not see your daughter?
Oh yeah, probably. So,
That's Miss Rocket.
It does look a
You
little
can't
different.
see.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to
Still
Miss Rocket.
being the constant introduction. It's like, hey, my daughter upstairs.
Oh, you know what you owe me?
Oh,
not on camera. How old are you, son? I
Bring
ain't
it
know.
on here.
Hey!
What's going on?
A what?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
You drank all her peach.
What is that?
You drank all her peach crown royal.
How did I do that?
around here?
He said you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did.
I got $10. I'll pick it up.
It's sold out.
I did say, hold on now, maybe I had to drink.
No, it's not.
It's sold out.
Why? Y'all want to put some money on it?
No.
I put some money on it.
Okay.
He was.
How much we talking?
Not to buy it. It's a bet against it. It's not out of season. I can get it.
If you can get it, yeah.
I
So
get
what
it.
we talking? What's the bet?
$50, I get it.
Well, shit, it only costs 26.
But we
Wow.
bet that don't have nothing to do with it. You're not paying me for
I'm
it.
gonna go. You said 10, so
He gets hands
What
on
we
anything.
talking about, Dog?
Here's a man. He can get his hands on anything.
They said a bet right now.
He can get his hands on anything. I know you can.
Well,
And I know when they come through with the little jello shots.
well then, no bet because
know.
you just snitched on your connect. So no bet.
I know. I talked to him. Oh, yeah, we got a whole
What's
crazy.
that?
Are we getting some or not?
You got, the word is you need to talk to your nephew. So
What
Which
did you do
one?
with Peach Crown?
We gotta connect.
her figure that out.
So listen.
Hey, I think
You're not gonna hold us hostage on the camera in front of the whole world.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
oh my God, y'all tripping.
He got in the pocket with it. Casual as hell with that shit.
Whoa, where did this come from?
You don't sound like
We're
that.
back. We should be back. You
Okay.
understand? She should go down like everyone else. It ain't different. You
So
put
what-
listen.
Hold on, say.
Dude is in trouble for,
Hold on,
for grabbing
we
some booty, right?
We gotta get back
After
to it.
giving them the
We
heel.
gotta let people know.
Hold on, man. You convoluting the story.
No, we're
No,
talking.
you was talking about.
Yeah,
we
we're
talking
just talking
about.
about-
Wait, no, I'm going back to it.
Hold on.
Don't you call
Bring it on.
Right.
We gotta bring it back to what we talking.
Where we at?
What we're talking about? Okay, let me
Summarize it,
summarize.
summarize
We talking about Michael Jackson, then we start
Let me
talking
use the
about
correct
movies, and then we start
vernacular.
talking about
Peach crown
rolling.
Let me use the correct vernacular. So what's going on is she's got to go down with
Who
everyone
we
else.
talking about? Hold on, Sam.
We're talking about the prosecutor for the Central Park
Okay, all
Five.
right.
The only thing that's
Back
happened
on
to her,
Central Park
the only,
Five.
only thing that's happened to her at this point is she quit a couple boards, so she lost maybe about 80 grand because they pay you to be on those boards. Who gives a hoot? And then they took her books. No one's buying that shit anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
They took her books down. She shouldn't be
Her,
working. She shouldn't be doing
Giuliani,
anything.
Trump, all of them should be indicted at the same time.
Yeah. Giuliani too.
And I don't think she'll mind if Trump grab her by what he
Somewhere.
said.
Yeah.
With the JJ.
He's like, "Ooh, president, you so nasty." And then he'll call her Meghan Markle and shit. And they'll just play out their little thing.
But keep a bookmark on that. Watch what happens to her while they try to crucify everyone else.
Nothing is gonna happen to her. Shit, she's white. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her. Ain't nothing gonna.
I prosecuted myself. That's what she's
I
saying
think
now.
Trump may be indicted once he step out of office.
Never.
Hey, listen.
Why not impeach him?
Because you don't have. They don't have the vote in the Senate.
So what does that have to do with impeaching him?
Well, the Congress, they can start the impeachment proceeding, which is Democrat control House. Yeah,
House of
House. Thank you.
Vote.
The Congress can flat out impeach him.
They can start, they can impeach him,
but it has to be
but
approved.
it has to go through the Senate,
Yeah.
The Senate
and the
has-
Senate is
there's
not
too many
going to.
Republicans
Okay,
right
so
now.
let me tell you how you've been
They're not gonna
brainwashed.
do it,
Let me
so
tell you how
it's
you've
a
been
waste.
brainwashed. Why not impeach him? Because we worried about some other guy.
They can.
Oh, we know what they can do. But,
Yeah.
but let's get back to the
They should do it
core.
just like they did.
Why
to,
not
Bill
impeach him?
Clinton.
Listen,
Nixon.
Bill Clinton
No,
was
they did Bill
impeached. You
Clinton.
know
Yes.
Same piece.
Yeah,
they impeached him,
The House
But it
went
went to
through,
the Senate.
but what
the
happened?
Senate said no.
But it doesn't
Same
make a
exact thing.
difference. We still understand we impeached you. Like
Yes.
if you notice this, Bill Clinton tries to be smooth and talk, but when they bring up that, when they bring it up, I said, "Oh, sorry." Like, dude, you know what you did? You were impeached. He doesn't want to hear.
But
You
no
know,
matter.
He never
I mean, he
had
wasn't-
sexual relationship with that woman.
Technically, though, he
finger.
was impeached, but nothing really
It
happened.
was just a
So,
cigar.
Let's take it a
and
little
was
bit further.
head. That's
Don't
it.
make it doesn't make a difference if you're impeached or not, even if the Senate doesn't.
But what's
They
the
can't
point, though?
Wait, they can't put you out then either.
I'm with Nancy Pelosi. This is the reason why I don't.
If you impeach,
Hold on a second. This is why you don't impeach him. Because if you go through and you try to impeach this cat and you don't get done, you strengthen him. You strengthen his base.
Yep.
His base is gonna be like, look, he's
from a political
untouchable
standpoint.
from a political standpoint.
Yep.
His base is gonna be like, oh, he's untouchable, and they're gonna come out stronger.
Let me say
Put
this.
him back in office.
Let me say this.
Yes, exactly.
This is why,
Let's just be ready to get him
honestly, Trump is right. The news is false news.
Ooh, hit that
There's
man.
a false news.
out. Hit that microphone, nigga, right there.
Oh, wrong button.
Wrong button. Let me go back. Let me go back. Here's the problem. We keep right. We keep letting him off the damn hook. Who cares? But think
Who is
about
we?
just listen to how I say it.
Okay, all right.
Who cares what the Senate says? If he's wrong, charge him, impeach him. So then you worry about, is people going to get together? Whoa, but we completely forgot what we just did in the House. Took over in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. And we keep playing the House like they're weak. Remember, the House just took over and moved everything out the way. So hold on, let me finish. So if Trump gets impeached, so they might pull that stunt and it doesn't mean anything. But even when it's over with, they can put him in jail. He's still going to jail.
Let me tell.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Okay. So let me explain this.
If we impeach him now, we'll stop you from putting those federal judges in everywhere. That's killing us. They ain't killing the white people. That's killing us.
Yeah,
You're true. That is true.
If we impeach him now, all the stuff that we wanted to see that he's hiding from us, we get to see it now.
If you impeach him now, and if he resigns, Mike Pence steps up in his place.
Yes.
And
I think that's
what we want from an overall standpoint is we do not want Trump in office, but he is. But we do not want Mike Pence following up behind him.
That's true.
So,
Listen.
so
Mike
you
Pence is
want
worse.
you want to
Mike Pence-
listen.
Mike Pence is worse than Trump.
We've always said that. We agree.
Right.
on that.
Because Mike Pence knows.
And the only thing I'm
knows
speaking
the
to is
rules of
strategy.
the game.
If Mike Pence has a year left, what the hell is he going to do?
Everything Trump is doing.
He's got to pass it. He can't get it past us.
No. It's
Trump
not about.
listen. Trump couldn't get shit past the House when it was all Republican.
That's because
Come on,
but
man.
here's the thing.
He couldn't get shit passed.
The
The only thing that passed, everybody was like, okay.
The Republicans
It was taxing.
want you to impeach Trump.
They
Listen, no, hear me out.
They're calling your bluff.
No, they want you to impeach Trump. The Republicans want Trump out just as much as everybody else.
They
I
do.
think so.
But they want Pence in. And think about all the tactics they went to get all of these Republicans in with voter ID.
The governor of Texas,
the governor of Texas,
the governor of North Carolina, the governor of Florida, Georgia.
Yes. So it's set up for Pence to be in control because guess what? He's gonna deal with the Democrat in a more homostasis way. Is not like Trump. Trump is shitting on everybody.
Rocket, I agree with you.
He's bullying the Republicans. They fall in line. They're gonna.
But what's he gonna do in 8 months?
That's what I'm saying. So then
I'm
why?
about to do nothing today, but
So
I'm about
hey,
Pence.
Do we,
Hold on.
do we really want to find out?
Who, Pence?
No, we.
Yeah, I do. We're not gonna do it.
I don't. I don't want two. I don't want two back-to-back Republicans.
Sit on this
Yeah.
here.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey,
Listen.
Pence.
Let me tell you something. This how the dudes gonna
Federalized
play Pence.
marijuana for all the black people.
Let me tell you how what Pence.
We don't want that.
Pence will never. He'll never see it unless something happens to the president. But let's say he slides in there. Nothing's gonna happen for Pence because you know what? Let me tell you what's gonna eat Pence alive. As soon as Pence walks up there and says, I got the last year. You guys got rid of Trump. Let's get to business. Somebody's going to say, Vice President, can I ask you a question? Yes.
Anyway,
Can you tell me that you still believe in beating gayness out of people?
Yeah, he believe that stuff.
Listen. And when he opens his mouth and says that, it's a wrap.
For who?
For him.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because the same people who voted for Trump like that stuff.
Listen.
They agree with that stuff.
Well, wait.
Hold on.
One thing you
think
can.
they
Christian
changed
folks,
it? You think
they will become radicalized if he stand to his guns.
You think-
Like, yeah.
I keep pointing at him, but he ain't got nothing to do with it. But you think all these people is changing all these abortion laws like in Missouri and Alabama?
Listen.
You think they don't care about
Bro,
it? They on their side.
those are only places where we don't have a foothold at. Now, remember all the places
We
we
got a
wait, let me
foothold.
finish. Here's how I'll bring this all together. You see how we rallied to take over the doggone house, right? We barnstormed it and put everybody out. These last few pockets of these fools in these different states, you let Pence get up there and say anything detrimental to people. Wait, let me finish. People of color or people of culture. This is what I choose to be: Jewish, gay, anything. And when they ask him that question and he messes up like he's going to, it's a wrap.
I think it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Because I think the Democrats,
It's oil money.
the Democrats' biggest problem right now is we got so many people running for president. Okay, 24 people, right?
That's not.
They had 17 with Trump running.
But here's the problem. So you got Bernie Sanders people. You got what's his name? The former vice president Biden people. You got Kamala Harris people. The problem is this: if their people don't get say Kamala Harris gets the nomination,
She won't.
I'm just saying. We just using her as somebody, okay?
With her 8%.
So let's say she gets the nomination. Is Bernie Sanders and Biden, are there people gonna come over and support her? No. Republicans are going to support Republicans because they have an agenda. And I said this before on here. I heard they say Democrats fall in love, but Republicans fall in line.
Yeah.
Republicans are going to do what's the best for Republicans. It don't matter who's in office.
Democrats.
Let me tell you guys
because
something.
the emotions behind.
We got too many, too splinters.
Listen, bro. The dead Republican is dead. And if you don't see that,
I agree to a certain extent.
I remember
agree
when
to a certain
Barack
extent.
Obama was first elected. They said the same.
I never heard that.
I heard it because
I never heard that.
I'm telling you,
I knew they was coming back.
dude. They said the Republican Party is dead.
I didn't hear it.
Now?
No. Listen to me, because I follow politics very close during the whole election and after. Probably up until.
So that made you an expert?
It is.
Yes.
It does.
That's the day
I'm an expert in everything until you prove me otherwise.
High drag, low maintenance.
But they, the commentator, because the Republican was on the wrong side of history. So Barack Obama was progressive. He was moving forward. He was showing what America, is moving towards. Republicans is. They're trying to block that because they want everything to be all white only.
Dude, they had sent us to war. He pulled us out of war.
Well, Bush.
Yeah, the Republicans sent us to war and Barack said, which was dumb because he started.
He did the drones and everything. Which
he signed that right in.
Hey, drone and fucking.
And then he pulled us out of Iraq. And
all fans
what do the Iraqi uniform look like?
They know Iraqi.
We over here killing now.
It's fucked up altogether. War
He
is,
said we over there
But-
killing them.
but they said the same thing.
Where
You
get
know,
that
trust
from,
me.
Kelly?
They said the same thing that the Republican Party. The Republican Party always follow orders, just like Pitch said, and that's why they still here. They will continue to be here. This will continue to be a two-party state.
I think that the Republican Party has more checks coming from oil and other big corporations that they're going to fall in line. I think when these checks roll out, there's also a talking point piece of paper that everyone gets. And there's also, these are the things that you're going to talk about and you can't. And they also get ranked. How does the NRA rank me as a damn politician? What the hell is that?
But that's what.
That's called money. You're being greedy.
Yeah.
So they, like the Republican Party,
It's
will
pimping.
never grow. It'll stay the same as long as they keep the money there. That's all it's about. We're fighting with oil money. We're not fighting with people.
Not just oil money.
Not pharmaceutical.
There you go. Healthcare.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's
know.
still pharmaceutical. Well, insurance companies.
Well, I mean, they all
Corporate
work in
America.
tandem.
Yeah.
I mean, even earlier today, Mike Bloomberg said he's gonna spend $500 million to close coal mining. And then so I was watching this. I don't know why, but they were saying that the lobbyists spend $2 billion to keep coal
mining
going.
You know why, right? So they can move away from green things.
Nah, it's just that their system is if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Listen, it is broke. And
Take that
Trump,
down.
well, let's put it like this. Trump came back and told the people, we're bringing the jobs back, coal is back. Now you ask the coal mine. I just watched Vice. You watched them too, right?
Yeah.
So the guy that said, I'll beat your ass, the politician.
No.
Because the guy with the short buzz haircut, that's military, I think it was Marine. He said,
Buttigieg?
Yeah, we'll whoop
That's
ass down
running,
here.
that's running for president?
Is he? He is running for president, and I like him. You like him too.
No, I like Buttigieg.
And this is what he said.
But
They came down here and promised they was going to open up the coal mines, and they didn't.
My booty itch all the time. I don't like none of it.
Listen, they didn't open the coal mine. So if you go back and see everything in the coal mine,
Shout out to my butt itch.
if you go back and talk to the coal mine people, nothing has happened. So it's not going to hurt them. Just because the news will go out and get a 5-minute bite from 2 people that got hired in the coal mine, it's dead.
But dude, you understand that the Republicans, they feed on their constituents being ignorant.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They're paid for it. They have to say these things.
No, I'm saying the constituents is being ignorant.
Oh,
They're just believing.
they're smart enough to grab those.
So when Trump say, "Hey, coal mining is back," you're like, "Oh yeah, Trump said coal mining is back."
They shit back.
All right,
Shit is still the same.
I'm gonna say this. Who gives a fuck?
I don't.
Well, let me put it like this.
I understand.
Some people might have people down there. They ain't leaving. I don't understand why they ain't leaving.
All right.
Pitch 3, what y'all got to say?
Here's
about it?
what I gotta say. This is what I'm gonna say. Today is what is today?
Friday.
June
Friday,
7th.
June 7th.
Yeah.
You know what Friday, June 7th is? It is Prince's birthday.
20 days to my
He
birthday.
said it's Prince's birthday.
Yeah.
You gotta make that body roll.
This is
All of my purple lies.
That's
This is like a perfect song to the prep.
right out the gate.
That's old school right there. Little Red Corvette.
so with this being Prince's birthday today, this is my favorite Prince song.
This is a good song.
I need to know, what is your favorite Prince song?
Oh man.
You mean from the whole family or just Prince itself?
Dude, I thought about
Prince.
that.
Anything Prince put out.
The new power generation,
Anything
the
Prince put
family,
out.
Just
the time.
It don't matter Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say the time because time was Prince produced, but
Prince
time was
produced.
because we could go to.
But we're
time.
talking about Prince song.
Yeah, I'm talking
Prince
about
song.
Prince song.
Prince song.
Yeah, because
I'm pretty sure I just forget what it's called.
You know what? There's a ton of I love Prince music. There's Starfish, which is
Starfish and Coffee,
a classic.
Raspberry Beret album.
Raspberry. Oh man,
You can't talk about
Purple Rain is a
you
good
can't talk
album.
about them as this.
But
That's all you know.
I would have to go to Insatiable.
Got a couple on my toes.
What you say, Prince?
Insatiable.
This cat trying to make some love.
Yeah, hey man, it's all
Prince is the coldest for
It's all about getting
in the
next to
early
the
90s,
one that
late
you love.
80s, the coldest slow songs ever made. International Lover, Do Me Baby.
Do Me Baby.
Man,
yeah.
come on, man. That was a shutdown. Then when he
Well,
jumped into
Melissa Morgan, he did. No, he wrote that originally for Melissa Morgan.
yeah, he had to come back and sing that.
Yeah.
Lil Rod Corvette.
Get on
That's
right.
mine.
It was just songs that
How
I
is that? How is that?
How is that my favorite?
Yes.
My favorite.
Yes. I'm calling a
one because I
flag
haven't
on the
heard.
play.
I haven't heard a lot of his songs. I can say that.
they're not all with everybody. Oh, we got a caller.
What's that? Is that
That's a caller.
yeah?
When you want to stop, you just let me
That
know.
ain't nice.
I mean, my
Nah, that's the video.
You're the one with all the work. We'll do it. You don't have to.
That's pornography?
No.
It's the ad at the beginning of the theme.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to Insatiable.
Oh, I was just letting that to you.
Yeah, you're right.
You can cut that off right
You
here.
don't have to do all
This
the
is the
work.
wrong room.
I haven't heard many.
This is the wrong crowd.
Out of the ones I have, Lil Rod Corvette.
Oh man,
I'll play that while I'm at work cooking.
I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all have to say y'all can say Prince was whack. I said he was whack.
That's from what I've heard, he's not whack, but he's
No, he's one of the greatest
No.
musicians the world's ever seen.
I'm not going to choose to listen to.
But you're not gonna jump in the car and start bumping Prince.
I would.
I would.
Prince, Michael Jackson, it's still
Michael
R.
Jackson,
Kelly.
yes. Michael Jackson, the Beatles. I'll go with that. Queen, I'll go with his.
Question: did you think Prince was? No, I'm not saying nothing bad about Prince on his birthday. I don't want that.
Hey man, listen
I
here,
want that.
dog.
Here goes
I'm
Lil
gonna
Red
tell you,
Corvette right there.
Prince is the only cat.
Now tell me, how was you dancing to that? When the song came on, what dance was you doing? That's what everybody was doing, singing.
Yes, you are.
How did you dance to that, bro?
You can do a
It had no
split.
808,
You
nothing.
can do split and high heel.
No, that's one of those.
Prince did it.
That's one of those.
I cooked to this. I'll play.
You're
it while
sitting
I'm
down
driving by
because you're
myself.
tired after
You
school
walk
dance.
around in high heels while you cooking
Hey,
and
I was walking
singing.
my mom's.
See? Shout out.
So how are you supposed to
I
dance
ain't do
to
that, but I appreciate your honesty. Hey, man, your boys walking around in your heels.
The camera's up there.
Oh, I'm looking at myself.
Camera's up there. Big fella.
This is probably my favorite. This is
Hey,
my
man.
favorite
So how did you dance to that?
Huh?
How did you dance to that? And they played it at the school dance.
Maybe you did dance to it. Maybe you did something else.
Buster
You
Carlton.
was not doing
Buster
that.
Carlton.
You can say that, but you was not doing that.
No, you can dance to this. Oh, you just two-step, dog. You do all sorts of stuff.
Ain't nothing about that masculine though.
Nah. Hold on. Thank
That's
you.
what they was doing.
Thank you for to do that.
Look at Pinky over
You going
there.
straight to Chippendale.
Pinky.
Pinky over there. It was like in the kitchen. It was like, oh, where's the kitchen?
Right.
Everything. So that was very masculine because you got your
Yeah,
girl.
that's what he was doing. Right.
So that's how you dance to this.
Hey, I just couldn't. Because he was up against Run DMC. Like, come on,
Tell the
dog.
truth though, this stuff kind of came out before I was really dancing.
And it came out when I was around, and it was corny. Except for the slow songs,
Yeah.
it was the joint. The slow songs was the joint.
So
Look
what's
at it. Look
So
at it.
what's your favorite Prince song?
My favorite
Never
Prince.
said, dog.
Out in the world is so cold.
Because
Man, it has to be. No, it's got to be Do Me Baby. That was just a joint.
what?
Yeah, it was a joint.
Listen, do me, baby.
Dude, listen, let me tell you something. Purple Rain, shout out to Purple Rain because that's the first movie that I saw, and it shaped my life forever.
I don't. How?
Baptized when Apollonia baptized herself in Lake Minnetonka, I'm gonna tell you, being a I don't even think I was a teenager at that
Did you go to the
time.
movie theater to see that?
Yes, I did.
I did, and I was embarrassed.
What?
I was embarrassed, man. I
Hey,
was.
man,
Come
you
on.
need counseling.
Look.
There you go.
That's it right there.
Won't you?
One of them.
Hit his bottom lip.
Yeah, you know,
What you call though?
Baby, kiss me.
but I know this.
But here's
Whenever you had the Hotel Rendezvous,
yeah,
guess who was bumping?
yeah,
Take that off right there.
And when nobody wanted to, we weren't playing no Luther. It was always Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially from this album. This is the first album.
No, that ain't his first. The first
No,
one was
no,
Dirty
this is,
Mind.
yeah, Dirty Mind. This is from Controversy album.
Yeah.
To me, baby.
You knew what it was.
Looking
Chris
down
was
the
being
top
played.
before.
So,
These guys
Yeah,
pretty young.
oh,
That's what I said, I don't listen to many
they don't get it. They don't get it. Look, it's like if we play the weekend.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man.
Yeah, the weekend. Hey, it's like we play the weekend.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
man. I'll just
Remember, that was a long time ago.
because if you ain't never
When it
made
comes
a
to
slow
music.
jam tape,
Yeah,
They don't know nothing about
yeah,
that.
you don't know about
I got a slow jam playlist.
Yeah.
see,
But you ain't there making time.
Well, what's on it?
curate it.
You listen.
I mean, you
Listen,
know,
you gotta give me a slow jam. You gotta give me a slow jam playlist that don't have auto tune on it.
I can give you one.
That don't have no, not you.
Hey, man, I had,
They gotta give me one that don't have auto tune.
Worlds on that joint.
And Roger Troutman don't count. That ain't auto tune.
What's some songs you got on there? Just tell us.
Trey Songz, I Need a Girl.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
got
Hey man, cut that off.
What else?
Don't be playing.
you got Ludacris, Good Lovin'. I got
Hold on. You said Ludacris on a slow song?
yeah.
Man, I'm about
Do we have any slow songs or anybody rap?
I got Adorn.
I Need Love.
Yeah, that is true.
The Whisper
That's
song
the
by the
first.
Yin Yang Twins.
That wasn't no slow song though.
Yes, it was.
Slow enough.
That was a
Yeah.
jam.
Hey man, if you ever whisper in the
Old girl got fired over that.
I got older songs too, like Love and Happiness by Al Green. You know, let's
Oh,
stay together.
that ain't no slow song, but that'll get the mood right. You can dance.
But back in the day,
Grinding going
when we was
on.
young,
Yeah, see, I always had like
Prince was always on one of the
hype
slow
songs,
takes about the whole tape.
Take it down to the slow jam. Yeah, boy. Work for you for all the time.
That is not now how you slow dance to that.
This is Whisper
That's a
song.
whisper song, baby.
You know, slow down for this. Pick up the pace a little bit.
And,
I'm gonna tell you how.
and the Migos ain't nothing but a remake of the Yin Yang Twins.
I'm gonna
Really?
tell you
Really?
That's exactly what they are.
What? You ain't put a track.
God,
you
this
sure?
shit right here,
I ain't gonna let you get away with that one.
dude. This shit right here. Hey, dude, you whispering in like, where did you see
The
my
Yin Yang Twins are as big as one. Are they ever as big as me?
They weren't as big as
So you
those.
think if
They were
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no.
They were just as big as Migos in
in
their
that
lane.
point in time.
Yeah.
they were ahead of their time.
Yes.
The Migos ain't ahead of their time.
Yes.
I'm talking about the Yin Yang Twins.
Yes.
Ahead of their time.
Oh, they were ahead of their time.
No.
If they brought,
ahead of their time was probably like Young Thug, Soulja Boy.
What?
Those people were ahead.
I-
Rapping
think
and
so.
Drag wasn't ahead of your time.
Who?
Rapping and Drag, Young
Yeah,
Thug.
well,
Yeah,
they
he
was
was-
doing
he
all
was
types of
slightly,
type
Yeah,
shit,
but Young
man.
Thug was right. He was for
He
real
was
about
right. He
it.
was right above it.
He was for real about it.
That was some bad names to get off, brother.
Bro, yes.
So, listen.
Hey man, your music selection is horrible.
What you know about
How you know,
some?
what you know about my music?
Because you
Ribbon in the
started
sky.
out with two names.
They don't know nothing about
They
it.
don't know nothing.
Together Forever. You know those.
See, y'all don't know about
I know
love.
Secret Garden.
You don't know about that.
Pretty brown eyes.
Pretty Brown Eyes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Creeping.
The only one you said that I give you half is when you said Al Green, Love and Happiness.
The Third
Yeah,
Eye.
that's your time.
They don't know nothing about
Yeah.
it.
You're not making love now. You're making love nowadays.
Sarah Smile.
You sharing all
I ain't
these
making love.
songs,
I tried.
Love,
You making love. We going to work.
Turn off the lights.
So here's the difference between that.
love is going. Love
We used
is
to hear it
sustaining.
because we used to hear the old women because we taught the older ones. We used to hear them say, "Hit one, just going to work."
Yeah.
Then once we
And
slow
now they
down,
want to go
once
to
we
work.
slow down and realize, oh, that's how you do it. You can go to work all you want, ain't nothing happening. I went to work through my whole 20s and 30s, ain't nothing happening. Nothing. You just go as an athlete. That's telling
You ain't doing.
You just go on for like 2 or 3 hours, like, and you just be sweating.
Nah, ain't
Like,
nobody.
if I could just hurry up. Oh, dang. Is that not the truth?
2 or 3
Sometimes-
hours.
Sometimes I don't
Oh,
know
you
about
ain't
2 or
playing,
3
you ain't
hours.
playing sports.
Hey, I'm playing sports. I don't know about no 2 or 3 hours.
What? You just eat.
1 to 2. 1 to 2.
See, they don't know about this. They don't know about this, dog.
Get some.
Right.
They don't know about
He
this,
in the
dog.
bar
Hey,
for
look,
$2
this
or $3.
dude, like, man, what?
You
You don't know nothing about
Turn off the lights.
Bro, we played this for a girl now, and she wants to get out her house.
But see,
She can walk on my
No,
house.
she ain't.
But if you one-on-one and you got that rhythm, you talking to him, and then you like, and then it come on right there.
Did you have the clapper?
Whatever works.
Did you?
Nah, already
That's what
had
it was,
like
good.
them.
The clapper was that dollar that you saw in the like the infomercial.
But no one got it.
Like hood people would get the clapper. I didn't have the clapper. Like all the people in the
She
hood.
would walk out of my house and I ain't nobody said
Hey,
that.
let me tell you, a woman that'll walk out on this song ain't the woman for you.
Right.
Yes.
That's real.
Believe that. Believe that. Believe that.
I'm not always looking.
But see, she ain't
But
the
I'm
one
also
for
not
you.
playing for music for everybody.
But I ain't saying you the man for her.
We just
Listen.
silent.
I just want to listen to your breath.
That's you, that's her.
Hey, so I got this question here. You know they don't know nothing about this.
They know nothing about that.
Nothing.
Dude, they used to come on 1290,
Yes.
10 o'clock.
Or
all the time.
B100. Not B100.
1290.
When it was 102.1 Kiss
Whatever that
FM.
was, whatever that
Yep.
was, yep.
Yep.
1290
Quiet
had the
there.
slow.
The Quiet Storm.
That was 1290. That wasn't B100. That's
No,
1290.
it won't be. It's
1290.
No, I'm talking about 102.1 when it was before it was whatever
Okay,
it is
so
now.
you going back to like mid 80s because that's when B100 came in.
Yeah.
And
No, even in the
102.1.
90s, somebody was
But
playing
that
this.
was 1290
Somebody was
though.
playing
That
this in
was
the ears,
good.
dog.
They had that.
Nobody.
All of the current R&B.
Nah.
There's a song off this song.
Nobody. You just heard a different version of it. Nobody.
Oh, he said who like sampled this.
Yeah, who sampled that?
Nobody.
Yeah, everybody.
There are a lot of people sampled this.
A lot of people.
What, booty music?
No,
This
this
is that
song
song.
right here,
Who sampled
which I never know.
They got it from Florida.
I don't know. Well, I'm about to figure out. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is our noise. This should be one of my favorite songs of all time. I follow the group. I went to their
What
concert.
What is that other joint that came out? I can't think of the group. Whispers.
What about them?
That wasn't the Whispers.
Right.
That was Ashford and Simpson.
No, Solid Rock was a
Solid as rock. Ashford and Simpson. Solid as a rock.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah, but the Whispers had another cut. Like I'm in the mood.
The Whispers?
Yeah. Oh no. Hey man, you can go back off. Hey, y'all start playing some enchantments.
Yeah, Enchantments. I sample them. I know about them, but
Hey man, watch it.
your people know those
Watch
songs.
it now.
That came from
Two
your people.
things. Two things that come from Mississippi. Me and good music. We like
There you
twins.
go.
We were good thing from Mississippi.
Great music came from Mississippi.
I thought about you.
Man, the Delta Blues.
They say good things from Washington. They say the other bitch.
So we throw y'all. So y'all give me some music.
Like now, that's
Let
slow
me-
jam.
What a door.
That's
What a
slow.
door.
That's
Adorn
slow
Miguel.
jam.
That'll get you started.
He said John Legend.
Oh yeah.
John Legend. Yeah. John Legend.
Yeah, but John Legend will get you into some marriage
Her?
situations. That's real talk. You start playing him, it's like he's really my boyfriend. And I'm expecting a ring.
Yeah, nowadays, y'all
He played John Legend.
y'all expecting to be married.
That's a little bit too fast, dog.
Jay Holiday.
Everybody.
Jay Holiday.
Oh, but
man.
Jay Holiday,
Yeah.
He still ain't king of R&B.
Good thing.
Dude, why y'all playing stepper music?
Chris Brown. Because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to
Jay Holiday, what is Jay Holiday?
Oh, now you want to put up your music now?
Yeah, that's y'all doing.
Chris Brown, you want to sing a little right here?
J. Cole. Yeah, sing in her ear. She goes. Oh my
That's the whole thing about the whisper. Nah.
Oh gosh.
Anytime I'm here in the
Yo,
middle,
why is everything playing step music? You can't get on with that?
Yes, you can.
What you gonna do with that?
Layered out.
play some
So the whole time you're gonna be like,
spread my wings.
what is that?
No, you ain't.
I ain't never
Play
did
some
that.
What does
God.
that look like?
Hey, play God. Play God. Goodbye love. Play God. Goodbye love. Hey. I'll tell you how y'all slip.
Love calls.
Kim. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. You earning your
You
credentials.
did that on purpose, though.
You earning your
old.
credentials.
The dream, bro.
The dream.
I know what it is.
Right there.
I know.
Recently at it. I just played that in the
That's
house.
what it is.
In the house. I'm like, I'll be here.
That's what it is.
I'll play my bedroom. I don't even play it.
Y'all never heard this right here?
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, love.
Like, you can sample that song.
That's for the G.
No,
Nobody.
no, no.
No, whoa.
Nobody sample that.
No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no, baby. No.
Somebody sampled it.
Yeah,
Somebody Riley, baby. What's this guy? But Teddy Riley.
It's all Teddy Riley.
Even though I had to leave, girl, boy,
Right as I walked out that door.
but the door I cried. All right, here, give me one.
Is asking me to
All right, young bucks, it's y'all turn.
do the same.
But
The dream, rocking that
I can't believe that this is happening.
I'm gonna lose that nigga. I can't. You know what else? We never talked about the other man. These cats is snitching on the other man, tell him what he's doing, tell him he ain't no good.
Gerald Levert, you gotta go to New Edition.
Where's the dealer?
You gotta go to Boys the Man 50 Candles.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes. Here you go.
you can have one candle.
I can
Play
have
that
this
joint.
Yeah, good night. Good night, bye. Guys, play it.
So here's the thing though. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Because this is a good way to go out this. So y'all girls expect something different than ours. Exactly. That's what you said. Like the women we talk to.
That's what I said.
You gonna take me out, you gonna treat me like a woman, you gonna talk to me real, you gonna open the door for me.
It also decide. It also
See,
depends.
but
What
see,
you
I mean,
trying to do? What kind of music is you playing? Is what you trying to do? See, because
Nah.
Y'all trying to whine.
You always trying to do
Y'all
that.
trying to
What you
whine
know
and
about
dine,
that?
find y'all wife.
No,
I'm here for the night,
bro.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Listen.
young blood.
I'm here for an
Yeah.
hour.
You know what
Hold
we
on.
said?
We trying to find.
You
We trying to
saying
feel
what
that
every-
gangster music.
The truth is, you're saying what every young kid told every old man. I said it to the old man that was telling me the same thing. Young man, you think you're around here doing something? No, I know what I'm doing. You just old, nigga. I don't know what you talking about. This nigga trying to tell me to do. I got hoes, right? Right?
Indeed.
I swear.
Exactly.
The old story. The story of.
Yeah, that's true.
Slow down, son.
Our uncles told the same story.
Same thing. We like, you ain't talking about
Yeah,
that.
because
Look here.
what was that story they say on
I'm telling
Colors?
you right now.
What's that?
What was that story they say on Colors? Once there was an
The
old,
bull
the young bull and the old
walk down
bull,
and fuck them
and the old
all.
bull said, "Let's go down, let's run down and fuck one of them." He said, "No, son, let's walk down and fuck them all."
But you think that you understand it when you're young?
In a
Listen,
month, I'm about to be 22.
listen,
I'm
bro.
doing great.
Listen.
I'm not looking for no wife at
Listen.
22.
But that's
Listen.
what that's.
But it's
By
not
the
about
time you
looking.
get 32, you're gonna be like, I was so damn stupid.
But at 32, I'm gonna be looking for a wife.
Okay, so look at this. So look at this.
Yeah.
So the other day, last weekend, I wasn't here because I was at the state track meet. Okay.
Okay.
One guy who I became friends with was this guy. His name is Joe. Joe is an 86-year-old white man. All right.
Mhm.
Now, this is how me and dude got cool because he has a black grandkids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of talking. This how cool we are. Okay, I'm gonna give you this though. Like when I'm talking to him, now you know back in the day, he goes like this. He goes, no, he ain't got black friends. He got black family members.
You got black, yeah.
So he goes, he takes his hand, and go like this. He looked just like, yeah. So
Oh,
you know
no,
back in
yeah.
there, yeah. So you know back in there, I would have slapped the shit out of somebody, right? But I'm like, okay, this all. But he was cool with it. But this year we talking. He goes. No.
See, I've been around Italians.
You were doing that life bar.
I've been around a lot of Italians, and they do that. And it has nothing to do with sex.
You do great.
You look like my little BB, my little slick boy.
But anyway,
Go ahead, man.
Joe goes. He comes to me. He goes, man. If I was 18, 19, 20 years old, the stuff I know now from what I knew then, he's like, man. He's like, none of these girls will have a chance.
Dude, listen, you would go straight
Shout out
up.
to Joe.
If you knew now,
Shout out to Joe.
if you knew now,
That's true though.
if you knew now, the God and devil will open a big hole in your ass and fall right in the hell because no one needs to know that type of knowledge to put that on people. That's not cool. That's not fair.
What you mean?
Like if you,
I got something.
dude, I said if you knew now, just say if you was back 17 with today's knowledge.
Can you,
I got it. Yes.
Say you're 17 with today's knowledge.
Yeah.
Wisdom today.
Oh my
So
God.
they're gonna split the earth is gonna split open and swallow you up. That's not fair to the world. Because the first thing I'm gonna go back and say is, I don't care nothing about women. I need stock in Apple, Amazon, and Exxon right away. I'll just go work. I'll be like Forrest Gump. I'll shrimp. Give all my money to Apple.
But I'm just saying.
In 10 years, I'll be a billionaire.
listen,
That's
I'm
what I
just
keep saying.
saying,
In
if
10
you
years,
look
I'll
at
be a billionaire.
If you go back, what if you're
Hey.
17 right now?
I got tattoos from here all the way down.
I wouldn't be tatted.
I'll be a straight A student now.
If you're 17 right now,
Yeah, I got
If I was in high school right now,
all the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I
would
probably
have
would apply
a-
school. I
I'd
probably
be
would
messed
apply a
up.
lot.
yeah, I would have
Right.
a sleeve. I'm still trying to get a sleeve.
I don't think I would have
I'll
a
be
sleeve.
messed up.
I
I had a whole suit.
I don't think I have a suit. I said I have a whole suit.
money's in a suit.
Yeah, I'd be clowning.
I
Because I
saw
knew my
some-
grandma would be like, oh, your grades are fine. You go to church. I don't have any problems. You do what you want. Just make sure you at church, and I don't want to see you.
Hold on now. If you talking
I'll
about
be
going to
turtleneck
church
up all every
that's
Sunday. I have a turtleneck on.
Different
okay.
color, different pattern. All that.
Because you know why? Because once I pull that mug off,
I'll be coming in
I look
there
like
tatted up.
Yakuza.
Like praise him.
I be looking like
Praise him.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
So
I'll be tatted up.
that's
because
kind of a
I
good
know-
question.
I know.
Let me ask you guys. Y'all still in your 20s. You in your 18, they're Christian. What do you know now?
Got Mr. Temple,
What do you know now
Marlon
that you
Jackson.
wish you would have known?
At 18?
See Breezy.
Yeah, what do you know now that you wish you would have known that?
What would they
16,
know?
17. Hold on, just like them. What you know now that you wish you would have known like at 15, 16, 17 years
I think the
old?
biggest regret at this point is
Listen.
so when we graduated high school,
Uh-huh.
we had the luxury that our grandparents gave us $5,000.
Mhm.
Pocket watch.
Blew that mug.
You
I don't know how to spend money, you know. So in high school, I never had a job. I never needed a job, you know. I never needed a job.
That's one thing that
That's
I think.
one thing I wish I knew is how to spend money. Yeah. So I got $5,000. The first thing I got to college. First thing I knew, you know, we was getting pizza every night. We
So
was hanging out. We was hanging out. We was hanging out.
Pizza
How
every
much
night.
was that once again?
5 G's.
5 G's. I paid for. One thing I paid for half of the school that I needed.
The
And I was
grandparents
still-
that I know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm finna see if they adopt me as the youngest grandchild.
I'm going to college.
Oh, I'm done with college.
I'm going back. Nigga, 5 years.
That's probably the biggest regret I got from high school to college.
You know what?
So what is something that that's good though.
Yeah,
that's brilliant, right?
That's
That
good.
How to
So,
invest that because
Yeah.
if I invest that,
what else?
if I invest that's probably 15,000 by now, 20,000.
Think
I
about this.
text
If
these
you just went to
cats
school and said I'm
today.
broke, everybody would try to buy you pizza.
They broke too, right?
I
Well,
text these
we'll
cats
check in.
today
Well,
because
so
I was
you was
looking at
balling out
the
of control for
I
them.
was looking at the stock market, you know, and there's Beyond Meat, and that
It blew
joint
up.
jumped up.
When you said that to me
Crazy.
today, I had a huge conversation. That was a big conversation today.
Dude,
I didn't even know what Beyond Meat was.
They're a small company that
So-
makes stuff that
so-
tastes like meat.
Tell everybody what Beyond Meat is.
well, Beyond Meat
vegan, right?
is
Right?
it's vegan,
And they all
It's
know
meat
it.
made out of peas and other
Soy products.
beans, not soy.
Mm.
because I stay away from soy because soy for men, especially black men, adds more estrogen. So
Really?
yeah, it actually, that's what my research led me to believe. Yeah, you lactating right now.
Too much.
You lactate now.
But Beyond Meat, they just went IPO within a month, and I think their stock started out at around like $75, but then as of last Friday, it jumped up to $100. But as of today, it jumped up $38 a share. So that joint is riding around like 140
It's about to split.
today.
It's gonna split.
And guess what I did?
What?
I went right in there and I threw some money on it. Because if it split, I want to split too.
You did this.
Hey,
Pop it.
What's something that you know now that you wish you would know probably within the last 5 years?
Probably the same thing. I had a great job making good money. I don't know where it's at.
expensive.
He's the only one who works in high
He
school.
worked there, and I had a good paying job for a high school kid. Paid a hard.
He's getting paid like $15
I
an
wouldn't
hour.
have had the lowest car in the city. And here we go.
Yeah.
You see me now.
You could have moved over here. I could have rented out the whole basement to you. We've been living nice.
Don't go down in that basement. You know they were down there.
I know we got tenants down there. Don't go down there.
Not before entering.
But you know, you the oldest. Do you wish you would have known?
Everything athletically, obviously.
Yeah,
That's after the fact.
yeah.
And then women come and go. It ain't that serious.
It ain't that
There you
serious.
go.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy.
And the good thing about that though, I'm kind of put him on blast here a little bit. When he was in high school, he had a girlfriend, right? He had a girlfriend. Got freshman, sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? No, I snitch. I ain't putting him out there like that. But I used to always tell him, let those girls go. They gonna come and go.
But if you ain't taste
Yeah.
honey,
If you don't get the honey,
when you ain't tasted, then you be like, what is he talking about?
Hey,
It really
You ain't
is.
got
Good
It
feeling,
don't
good
have
feeling.
nothing to do with it.
That's why you go and like she makes me feel
dog.
good, Dad.
It's so
like
not
what
fair.
you got?
It's so
Hey,
not
like
fair.
what? Yeah.
The funny thing is,
Where's the next good feeling
as
coming
fathers,
from, Dad?
you know what you're saying. You sit back with a half a smile in the back of your head, like they told me that too when I acted the clown. So, man, I have to tell you this, son. It's nothing. And then you just see the look on their face like it's my bad. That's why you got the same old wife every day. I'm out. I'm going to work out, Dad. Be around that. That's real talk. Like let me tell you what's crazy is. So, we grew up kind of like the same. The only difference that we were different was my whole allotment was black.
yeah.
And if a white person drove in, it was like white person just came up. That girl, the white person just drove in the alignment, right?
Yeah.
So when they knew the cheerleaders would come through, they would let the cheerleaders come through. So the trick was, hey, put paint and stuff on your car so when you drive through, what they would do is say, okay, you're gonna meet us here. We're gonna drive through and we're gonna throw a couple fists of White Irish Rose in your ditch. You know how you have the ditch with the reflectors just sticking there? So they would drive by real quick and they just throw out the bag and then just go in the ditch. After I get done with a shower, you know what I'm saying? I would just kind of walk out the crib and then catch the stash and go in the basement. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm back. Now it's time to go. Dude.
I had too much elaborate ass scheme.
Yeah,
Like,
because when you were going, I don't pull up because my grandmother said, dude, if I see a pink toe driving you can't live here anymore. Yeah, they wasn't playing. My grandmother was like, if they come to my door,
we're gonna get in your vehicle.
Yeah.
Just go and park on a viaduct or something.
I'll be there.
Put some romantic music on.
And then
Whatever it takes.
I have a young nephew also. My nephew's 21 years old.
Whatever it takes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My nephew's 21 years old. And this is when he calls and he says, and I know he's talking about a woman because his mom said he never comes home. I don't know, he doesn't come home. You need to talk to him. I don't know what to do. He doesn't come home. Kip, talk to my son. Oh, so I called his son. Hey, dog, I know what it is. You laid up on some tail. You got to get up out of it. It's going to stay there. It's going to flip-flop. It's going to do whatever. But then I broke down and had a real conversation with him. And I said, look, he called me one day and said, hey, how do I get on Section 8? I said, you trying to get on Section 8 because you humping on somebody. And they don't own their own crib either. Right? 2 zeros make nothing. And what happens is one person's gonna want to have kids. She gonna let you do whatever you want to. And now you're not looking for Section 8. You're looking for food stamps. You're looking for this. And you're looking for that.
You researching the hell out
Fellas,
of that.
let me tell you something about how it comes and goes. And no one believes it. As soon as you get down with someone you kind of like, at your age, everyone's getting cheated on. But as soon as you get done with someone you kind of like, I really like her. If she can just hold on, and I don't get caught, I'm gonna stay with her. Y'all remember thinking that? If she would just hold on and be cool and I don't get caught, I kind of like her. I'm gonna stick with her and we'll work it out, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dude,
Really?
at the end of it all, after every relationship, even as you get older, your dad's smart. You're gonna say, "Oh, he went through a lot." But look at me. After every relationship, you go like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" And then up pops someone else, and up pops someone. It's gonna keep happening until you're 100 years old. It's never gonna stop.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
But you'll want to test it. By the time you get done testing it, you don't want to be 60, 70 years old. You understand what I'm saying?
I know some people like that.
You have to believe somewhere because this has been going on since the dawn of time.
So why don't you believe somebody?
It wasn't that. I'll explain you mine. Mine is, I'll explain this. Where you go when you have after wedlock? Got hanging around. Period. That's a real question.
No, he doesn't like that.
That's real talk. You gotta hang around. Gotta do you do, right?
Yeah.
But the real talk is some of the guys kind of listen. Like the white Republicans' dads, you know what they tell them? Don't have a kid till you're 30. You don't get married till you're at least 28. Do whatever you want to do until then. I'll pay the bill for it. Now they're losing now because their race is shrinking. But as far as wealth, they sold their wild oats. They went and got married. They had a kid at some maturity. So therefore it lasts. What we do is have like 14, 15, and hoping, can I get to the league? Can I please get to the league? Right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm a ball out because I got a little baby daughter.
Right. I gotta do it for her.
We don't listen to our parents.
I'm still trying to get to the league.
Right.
What league? Rather go to the league.
Whatever league it is,
yeah.
pay me.
Right. So when the old guy tells you, dog, take this time out, stop what you're doing, and focus on this. Because the crazy thing is, once you get this and you get it, now the type of person that's going to follow you and run around you is a whole nother level up.
Yep.
It's a whole nother ball game now.
Every 5 years, you're gonna roll into another echelon. You like, damn, what the
what's
fuck was I
happening?
thinking?
I was tripping.
Every 5 years, man, I'm telling you, because you
Or
like
different chapter in your life, however you want to say it.
yeah, however you want to say it, but you're gonna run into once you're done with college and you get in the real world, you're gonna walk around real people. You're gonna find somebody there. You're gonna go out, find somebody there. Friends, let's road trip, find somebody there. There's always gonna be somebody, no matter where you go, where you end up, that you can potentially wind up spending your life with or a moment.
Yes.
It's your choice. You just gotta understand that fun is not gonna equate to anything other than memory. That's it.
Just memory.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I remember like, dang, this is happening right now. Next week, it ain't gonna happen right now. It's hard to grasp that like this is happening right now because time moves so fast when you're young.
Yeah.
It just boom, 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 boom.
I remember one time.
Time is inconsequential.
This kind of.
You need to turn the camera off for that?
No. This kind of a bigger picture, but this is before Inca Queen. So me and you know my boy Neil.
Yeah, y'all was coxing it.
Yeah, me and Neil, we was down in Louisiana, New Orleans.
It come beautiful down there.
We was at New Orleans at a Mardi Gras.
Beautiful and fine. And
we was in this bar. Baddest chicks I ever seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got their numbers. They're like, oh, call us later, all this kind of stuff. We're like, oh, we got that. Next bar we go in, next level up. Okay, forget that number. We going to this. Go to the next bar. Next level up. End up at the end of the night. We both looked at each other like, dog, we kept trying to go level up. We ain't with nobody now. I'm with you, nigga. I ain't trying to help you. Yeah, you gotta cuff them when you
gotta cuff them.
That was one of those things I was like, dang.
And you go greedy, you're gonna lose.
Only
thing you're gonna wind up.
This is where I differ with them.
Is your dick in your hand?
But listen,
with Jill,
the real deal is listen. And they're right.
I always called it Mrs. Palmer back in my day.
with Jill, Jill.
But actually, real deal is this. They're right to an extent. But this is a new world. Take care of yourself and make sure Jay-Z, this is what Jay-Z, like Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. Well, not my favorite, but he's my number one rapper. But peep this. This is what he said.
So
this is what he said.
We got to deal with that later.
Whenever you buy something, you have to be able to afford it twice when you can't afford it. So when you go and choose a woman, you better be able to afford her. So don't let somebody tell you, oh, catch her now, cuff her. No. Once you're able to afford her twice, then you can choose who you want to cut.
You know,
it's a different ball game.
Everything separate to that.
It's a different ball game, dog.
When I know I can afford you, then it's easy to go. Is that the person?
You want me to go to dinner with you?
Should I do it that way?
You know what? It's valid information. You always got to know that
they ain't got love, dog. We had that growing up.
Yeah.
The music is different. So now I got to tell them, hey, now you got to hold her up.
But okay, so one thing that's never
that's what I used to tell these cats all the time. They used to laugh all the time. But I used to tell them when they first, was the one thing I used to tell y'all when y'all first went to college. Rap that rascal, dog. Yeah, because y'all cute. All the girls gonna be coming.
You athlete, you cute, you black.
And they didn't understand their wealth.
Hey, wrap that shit up, B.
And then I'm gonna tell you what makes it bigger. Once you get your check, your place, your house, now you can choose. Now you wasn't dumb. Because you ain't got no kids and you ain't got nothing hanging on to you. You ain't doing but paying bills now. Yeah. Now you gotta fight them off like LeBron. Because that's real talk. Watch. It's gonna happen. Watch.
It's nothing.
But I was told,
get your own place. Become independent. It's a the first girl that come along is every single one of them trying to have a kid.
They ain't think they're trying to have a kid,
they're
but they trap your ass. Me and Trojan are best friends. Hey, bro,
this not about the women or the kids. What I'm saying is, before you make a decision, make sure that you're in the best monetary possible position where it's like, you know what? I don't have to put up with anything. I just want a good woman that I can take care of. Because if you do it any other way, they'll dictate and you'll be fighting trying to figure it out. Put yourself here, get your life straight, and then you can turn around and choose everything.
So I'm gonna add on to that.
Yeah.
And it's like chase money, not women.
Chase money, not women.
Right. Because when you chase money, women, they're gonna come along.
Check, never
right. But I'm saying if you chase out the woman, it's gonna bleed your pockets.
Oh yeah.
You know.
They cost.
Oh yeah.
They cost for a gentleman, they cost.
And you also
I got 5 of them in the white.
And don't keep using the hood rats to hump up on, because the hood rats will be the one that's going like, oh, bro, don't do it.
No, that's how I also told these cats, dog.
Luckily,
I remember
we grew up in the suburbs, so we didn't have to deal with hood rats.
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all call them hoes. We just call them hood rats.
Hoes and hood rats are 2 different things.
No. Hold on a second. Because you grew up in the
where you from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A hoe is universal.
You can go to Russia.
A hoe is universal.
Where's some hoes at? That's what don't
There's a ratchet girl. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So,
no, somebody just sent me.
What's that?
That's plug love. That's plug love right there. That ain't nothing but plug love.
They don't even know.
They don't know nothing about that.
They don't even know where they at. But they love each other. And Bobby and Whitney, man, that's like
that was Jay-Z and Beyonce for us. Bobby and Whitney was Jay-Z and Beyonce. They was just tooting too much.
But everybody blamed Bobby Brown, but it was really Whitney Houston.
And I found out when I started watching that show, I was like, oh my God, it ain't Bobby Brown, it's Whitney Houston who clowned. I didn't know she was hood. They kept her away from the mic.
Listen, man.
We thought she was like the perfect prom.
Anytime
she never did interview.
Up there, that pristine, Barbie doll looking black girl.
That's Clyde Davis, man.
That whole Clyde Davis, that's his name.
I didn't even know where she was from until I found when she was Baltimore. I was like, that nigga don't stand
Jersey,
a chance.
right? Was she from Jersey?
Was it
No,
Jersey?
he was from Jersey. Remember, he was
he was from Boston. New Edition.
Is that
from
what Boston?
Yeah.
She was from Boston.
She's from Jersey. Is it Jersey? Okay.
Jersey's still hood as hell.
It's hood.
Give me Baltimore.
But the brilliant thing was they never put a mic in her face. They never put her in an interview.
Outside, interviews she didn't do.
No. And then
Unless
the
it was like a red carpet or
movies
something.
Right.
re-solidified her singing presence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now that's how Beyonce is. But Beyonce is a little bit more polished because you can tell she's been around. Like media and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. She's media
She's
polished.
media polished. Yeah. So,
but don't get it twisted. Beyonce is she.
Anytime you leave your parents to go start dating a rapper, you know what I'm saying? The way dude was back in the day.
Dude wasn't no rapper.
Back in the day when he got with her.
Oh, you talking about
Jay-Z?
Listen.
I ain't talking about the before niggas. I'm just talking about
Jay-Z when Beyonce got with her.
But she
First of all, Jay-Z is my age.
That's what I'm saying. Beyonce,
damn, nigga.
He robbed the cradle. But you know what's that? You know Nas told on him, right? Nas told on him.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's how come they don't get along.
Dude, I remember the video. Like this they threw out here. That's old. I remember Nas going off like that nigga knew she was 14. And I was like, nobody saying nothing. Foxy Brown was 14. Jay-Z was running through it.
Foxy Brown, yeah.
And Aaliyah, Jay-Z was running through that too. That's really what they was fighting. Remember seeing her without her makeup?
Ooh.
She looked like V. You know things on that movie V?
No, that's a blast from the past.
Dude.
Yeah. What did the V stand for? Victory of
victory. It was victory.
Yeah,
it was victory.
Yeah,
but then like lizard people.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Nah.
So yeah, y'all just gotta be careful, man. Y'all gotta be careful.
Hey, wrap that shit up.
That's what I keep telling. Wrap that rascal.
And especially when you care.
Yeah.
But wrap it up when you don't care. But especially when you care. That's when you will find like I love you.
No,
I love you.
The real thing is
at
your age.
Like, guess what? I'm
They don't
this Negro here, he almost had me had a heart attack, dog.
Oh damn.
Because right around Christmas time, this fool gonna put on Facebook.
This is good.
He gonna put on Facebook talking about some. I got a big surprise. It was like an ultrasound. It was an ultrasound picture.
It was on April Fool's.
Is that what it was?
Because I called him. I said, "You're not getting away with that. It's April Fool's."
When you don't care that about April Fool's,
we don't. Yeah.
That's a white man.
You don't care about that. It was like, hey, motherfucker, what you talking about?
It was an ultrasound picture talking about some. I got a big surprise to tell the family or something crazy like that. I looked at my wife. I didn't say nothing. I just dialed the phone. I was like, dog, what the hell? Mindy was like, that's a joke. I was about to go off on the.
I'd have been like, Hawk smash.
I was on my way to Missouri. Dog. It was like next stop was in the car to Missouri.
Tell Izzy, go out there and pick a switch.
That ain't even funny, dog.
Go
tell that. I'm like, go tell the baby to jump out.
Hey man, some things you can't joke
baby
about.
get it first.
You can't joke. Some things on April Fool's you can't joke about.
Nah.
They're like, nah. It's a good way of smoothing it over. Like, yeah, nigga, you think you slick.
Because when you get old, you don't think about April Fool's like that.
Oh, you think it's childish. So then
I don't think it's childish. I think
at my age. Don't play April Fool's joke on me this year. And I was like, they're like, April Fool's? I said, Because they were first. Like, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because you ain't pay rent that day.
I
I wasn't paying rent till the 5th day.
It's like, I
Maybe
got
the
4 more
16th.
days.
Maybe
Dude,
the
broke out
16th,
because you
whenever
ain't
it
pay
comes
rent
out.
that day.
I got
Whenever the check comes in, I get it there.
That was bogus.
Yeah.
Tell your brother that was bogus, though.
Hey, I don't pay rent
That's
on
rough.
It don't make a difference. That was
I don't
bogus.
pay rent on time. I never will.
But you just talking about that 5,000.
This nigga talking about I
Right.
never will.
Well, hopefully,
Not will.
hopefully you transition
voice.
into
Not
a
will. Not
mortgage.
will to this year because we all
Every
live
year
in
we
the house.
say that was
Or
wise.
you will just buy the house
Until-
outright.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
Until this year,
And then I'm gonna come and stay.
until this year, and Isaiah, on the first, Isaiah said,
I'm gonna
"Where's your
be
money?"
Vincent
And I
and
say,
shit.
"Go here it is."
Tell everybody what to do.
Until this year, until Isaiah say, "Where's the rent?" And I say, "Okay, here it is." He said, "You're right, sir."
Are you calling me an enabler?
With him, yeah.
Yes.
I'm in the name.
Yeah,
Am I?
with him. He need to just get straight direction and just follow that direction. No
Oh, I
joking.
give him direction, but I tell him don't do what I do.
Hey, bro. You're right. Don't go back and forth.
He be going.
Stop.
He
Stop.
don't need that. He
And,
need
then,
like
and the funny thing
Hey,
is,
man,
I'm like James Harden.
he needs tunnel vision.
Until I finally
straight
figure it
real
out
simple.
later.
big dog.
Make it real simple.
Oh,
Pay your
no, I
rent
can't
right
do
on-
it.
He's
pay your
ready
rent
for
on
OCS.
time.
Yeah, I can't
Think
do
about it.
He's ready for OCS.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
man.
do that. I
He's
can't.
ready for OCS.
Yeah, you like keep it simple and like
Yeah,
shit. I'll be
yeah.
all
And the
I
funny
like,
thing
hey,
is,
like,
he gonna tell
here's
him
what
what's
you
up,
want to do.
but he gonna sit back and laugh like, I know he ain't gonna listen to it.
This,
That's, I
in this
know.
order.
I see it.
All right, make it happen.
Like, real talk. He ain't bullshitting.
Oh yeah.
No. That's why. Hey,
I ain't gonna never say I told you so.
Hey, even
See
today,
how
I said
fast you're
today,
talking? Why do you need to talk?
because
Just be the man.
You're right. No, I'm not.
Listen,
the man.
listen.
I'm not the man yet.
No.
I'm just
They
saying.
tell
I'm
you
being
wrong.
honestly
Just
saying.
be the man.
What man?
Quiet and chill.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I even said it today. I said,
It's up to you. I
college
feel you,
dad,
bro.
college dad.
I
right
feel
here.
you.
Oh, college dad.
College dad, right
Hey
here.
man, you know what?
You know what? You need one. Sometimes.
Dog,
Oh, you
bro.
need-
All
yeah.
you gotta do is chill.
You need
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
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 You should actually be. He should be your agent.
Sooner or later.
Probably.
That's called sex trafficking.
Next year he might.
that.
Next year he might. He
No,
gonna be on the team.
You want my number? You gotta talk. You gotta talk to bro.
Because you know you
Yeah.
don't.
Hey, next year I'll be like,
Hey,
hey,
you
worry.
understand you got a big baller brand for real, dog?
Listen.
Next year,
You do.
Next year, right?
Right.
Next year, I go to the trials, right? After
Years?
the trials, if I
What trial is that? Let's.
the Olympic trials for triple jump. If I can jump another 1.5 feet, I can probably make it.
Hey man,
Hey, I can get you there.
I'm glad I can say this to you in this bed. Can you turn this on? I want to talk to him.
Wait,
Well, hold on. We gotta.
We'll
We'll end
Let's
this.
Yeah, let's
And
go.
then, yeah.
Because if you sitting down here fucking around, it's time for you to head to sleep.
We'll talk
Kobe
We about
went
to-
to
we about
sleep.
to-
Yo,
Adrian Peterson went to
yo.
sleep. Oh my God.
Okay,
Like, you
with
some R&B. That don't look like rap.
Are you coming out with Touch Me, Tease Me, and Hey, this is her best
What's
rap
that?
verse.
And somebody sampled that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because really that is what's the name back in the day, early '80s.
That's Case.
Yeah, I can't think of
Schoolie D.
Yeah.
That's Schoolie D.
So we about to get up out of here. We about to shut this down, shut
We
this
out of order
cameras off,
tonight, dog.
so we can do whatever we gotta do.
Hey, we're gonna watch this
This game.
this game that's coming on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm riding with Golden State Warriors. That putting it out there. I think they're gonna kill it out of that. They're gonna take it in 6.
I don't really care.
I want Toronto.
I just do not want to
I
see
want
Golden
Toronto.
State lose to Toronto, but I know that. Oh no! Before we close this out, let's cut that off.
4 years ago, I said it will be Kawhi here in a couple years. I told Isaiah that. Exactly. He will tell you that. I said in a couple years it'll be Kawhi's league. It's time. It's time for Kawhi to take over.
No.
and show
It'll be
and
AD's
show-
I'm gonna tell you.
It'll be AD's
We
why.
don't even know it yet.
Because Kawhi doesn't have charisma.
Oh my God, that don't
That's-
matter. I'm talking about in terms of playing basketball.
Danny Ainge, he didn't have charisma.
In terms of playing basketball.
Danny Ainge, the person we hated.
In terms of
LeBron James is a better basketball player than KD.
Look at the Celtics.
Kawhi as a whole is
Doesn't
better
have
than
Bird didn't even have
LeBron
charisma.
right now. LeBron. He's better than Kawhi.
That's
He's
why-
better than
that's-
KD.
Chief,
But
what
that's
about
why-
Chief?
but that's not why he's
And beer. Will beat your
Right
ass.
now, it'll show that Kawhi is 4 years ago. And it
was
shows,
whooping your ass,
right? If
man.
Kawhi wins this year,
Oh,
it'll show.
we got two different
I'm gonna let him
conversations.
finish.
So
I'm gonna let him
right now, they're saying
What
that
about
LeBron,
because I need to put
they're
this
saying
on the
LeBron is
record.
in the league.
I'm
saying-
Bucks.
LeBron is the lead.
Yeah, no, right now. So what I'm saying is, in a couple years, right, it'll be
Nigga, he
Kawhi's
got like
league.
5 more.
Over.
At
All
least.
depend on where he goes.
Overall,
Who?
he's better than
Who
KD
goes?
right
What
now.
Kawhi goes.
No.
Overall,
The reason he better KD right now because KD hurt.
because KD can't play
Man,
defense.
KD is
Hey,
hurt.
KD can't play defense.
Let me say this.
They can't play defense.
The bottom line is, let's just keep it 100%.
Uh-huh.
KD jumped on that squad.
Sorry.
You can't really give it to him.
KD jumped on that.
Yeah, you
but
can. Yeah, you
but here's
can.
the thing. Here's the thing.
But who you talking about didn't jump on us? Kawhi didn't jump on us.
He got traded to it, and he's
Some
taking it to the
busters.
finals.
That was
Ready to
busters.
go.
Hold on a second.
LeBron been doing highlight films on them every year.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
KD jumped on Golden State, right?
Did DeMar DeRozan do it?
But who was the best player on Golden State?
Already
It's not equal.
Steph Curry.
No.
Klay Thompson.
Once KD got there, Steph Curry
Let me
is
say
still the
let
best
me
player
say
on the
this.
team.
Let me say this. No,
No.
he's one.
You're smoking crack.
Listen, we disagree, but we agree. Let me tell you why. Because no matter where KD was at,
He was gonna be the man.
dude, no, he's not the man. But when it comes to the playoffs, that makes him the man.
Yes.
Because he don't never leave you alone in the playoffs.
Either way,
Now, I will
He
say this
clowns in the
though. I
playoffs.
will say this. I still say this. I think LeBron is still the best.
Yeah.
all I
He
know
just
is
ain't got nobody with him.
Nobody.
as an overall player,
He out there by himself.
I will play
I
both
mean,
sides of
he
the
was with
floor,
Cleveland
right?
by himself for a long time.
So it showed. They showed the stats, right? That man stopped Giannis. Giannis was the most unstoppable
Kawhi.
player
Also more
in the whole year.
Okay. I'm
And
glad
as soon
glad
as
you
we
brought
get
that up.
to this playoff,
But Giannis
where
is still
Giannis
young.
goes.
Listen.
But
Let me
just
tell
like
you.
just like
Let me tell you
4 or 5 years
something.
ago, hold on a second.
Why
Yeah,
stop Giannis? Because bad coaching.
Not even.
Bad
No,
coach.
Bad coach.
You think it was Coach Buzz?
Bulldozer.
These boys say, hey,
listen,
why
let
would
me
you?
tell you.
Hey, no, bro.
Hold on. You gotta listen. You
These
gotta
boys
listen
say,
to my
hey,
back.
you know the thing.
Hold on.
Hey, you want to get into it? Let's get into it. We gotta listen.
You ain't talking to those stupid kids.
Giannis is an emerging player still.
Who?
You talking about a
But
growing?
if-
No.
Go ahead.
Wait. You talking about Kawhi Leonard 4 years ago? You see potential. Talking about it's gonna be his league.
Yes. In 4 years,
Giannis is currently in that state.
No.
He's not
Yeah.
full. He don't even got a jump shot yet.
As in-
He's still growing.
What
You're
he said
talking
is
about Kawhi.
It's
You're talking about
so
if he-
Kawhi tapped his
If
defensive
Giannis
defense.
came out with a jump shot,
He's gonna maintain.
What else is he gonna improve?
Dude, who? Giannis?
No.
Giannis is
Kawhi.
not even close.
oh
to
no,
like-
he doesn't need to. Actually, he doesn't need to dribble as much as he do. He should have never ran point against Toronto.
No, we talking about Kawhi.
In 5, I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
In 5 years, Giannis is gonna be 10 times better than Kawhi Leonard.
In 3 years,
Sooner.
he'll be Kawhi
Sooner.
Let me say this. Here's the problem with Kawhi. He doesn't have a left hand. He doesn't have a mid-range.
He has.
I think he got mid-range.
Mid-range.
Listen,
He showed that.
listen,
He
listen.
showed that.
Because he hit at the free throw line.
Okay, Coach. So I know, Coach. Let's do like this.
Mhm.
When the whole league is about to want to run it 1-3-1, just for that nigga, because he can only dribble 3 times with his left hand.
Yeah.
If he has to dribble, the third one is this. Oh, let me get it back. It's
I can't
1,
dribble
2, and if
He's
it's
got
cut
it.
off,
He's got
it's like,
it
oh, let me get it back. The other thing is this. I'm not tripping on his 3-point shot. That will come with age like it can with Magic. But his mid-range need to be like, what's my boy from Miami that retired with the Braves? No.
No,
Haslam. Now, that was the coldest mid-range that we done ever seen.
CJ McCollum coming up.
CJ, you know, he can. You know, that's my guy.
Ariza with the Lakers,
But
he was. Hey,
Trevor Ariza did have
They played Trevor Ariza. He should have on stage.
in 5 years.
They played him.
just saying.
Giannis is gonna be better than
But
Kawhi.
here's the problem.
Kawhi is better than
Here's
KD.
the problem. They have the same
Let me
size
say-
hands.
He's 10 times that.
Giannis stretches longer. Kawhi,
He's 10
but
times that.
he's 10 times the athlete. But the problem is Giannis got to get handled. If Giannis gets,
No, he doesn't need
listen,
that at his.
yeah,
No,
bro.
no.
He don't gotta get. He
Wait,
don't gotta
bro.
get
Let me
crazy.
explain why.
He doesn't need
Can
to.
I explain why?
I
Explain
I
why.
kind of see what he's saying.
This is what I'm saying. When the whole league, listen, they got exposed because they went to
You sit
1-3-1,
down,
right?
you blocking my view.
I'm sorry.
I need them all to stay
They're
in my.
the 1-3-1, right? Giannis is
Same
good.
thing every time.
Giannis goes here and dribbles 3 times, and the third dribble is trying to get the ball back.
Or he does that spin move.
Yeah, that dumb spin move, and they're already standing there.
Yeah.
If Giannis comes down, wait.
That's why I said coaching.
No. If Giannis comes down, look, if Giannis comes down and does this, that's a problem.
Okay,
Now it's a problem.
I agree with you.
Now it's like, oh, dude got a left hand now.
I agree with
What the hell we about to do with him? Because we can foul him left or right, but if he can go left and
Now.
right,
Now,
He's still
now
a jumper, though.
he need a jumper.
you
But it
really
comes
don't
with time.
prove my
Other
point.
jumper is I got to shoot 1,000 a day.
Yeah,
That's
Bullhoser
next
should.
year, you're gonna have a jumper
Bullhoser
next year.
know that.
He's gonna be better next year.
And then they got Giannis running down the middle at point guard, and then you have 3 people his size just waiting on him.
Right.
You don't know what to do. That should have been Brogdon or Bledsoe. Bledsoe because he did not show up
Bledsoe
in the playoff.
That's
Specifically, in
Bledsoe is a great athlete.
Hold on,
He's not a good basketball player. He's a great athlete.
He is.
That's true.
He's 10 times, 100 times better than me. I can't do that shit. I just complain for what I see because I'm poor. The coach should have known better. Okay?
They didn't have
No.
At that
You
level.
the coach. Hold on. I'm just hold on. Let me
At
just
that level.
make
chest though.
let me just
I see what
insert
you're
a
saying,
difference.
but I see what you're saying, but
You know, they swapped out Bullhoser and they fired Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
I truly believe that if Jason Kidd was the coach at that time, he would have switched up.
I hear you. But
Yeah.
at that
As a player,
Here's the
and
problem
a
with Jason
coach,
Kidd. Here's the
he
problem with Jason Kidd.
knows that that's not working.
Jason Kidd was not going to let the Euro League step in. He's an
Plus,
old school coach.
Jason Kidd barely even coached.
Jason Kidd helped develop
His bench coaches were
Giannis.
coaches.
So do you think
But at
Jason
that
Kidd will
level,
do the same for Lakers? Because now he's assistant coach for Lakers.
Yeah, I think he's going to develop a little bit
Listen,
of ball.
Jason Kidd smart
He's
enough.
a good developed coach.
No, listen.
So he's a good assistant, but he's not a good head.
Listen.
Okay,
Yes.
well,
When it
maybe
comes
so,
to
but
Lakers-
but in the Eastern Conference Final,
But
I do listen. I already know, and I'm not a goddamn coach, but I knew it was like I'm not gonna have Giannis run point guard at any point in time.
He needs to learn that left hand.
When I see that at the top of the key, they already waiting for him.
hold on a second. But
I would have had. Let me
Here's
just
the
close out. I would have had Eric. I would have had Bledsoe run point. I would have had Giannis on one side, Lopez on the other, and converging
you
to
gotta
the
understand
basket.
this. Who the hell would have been in the middle? You gotta understand
It's
this.
gonna shake up. It's gonna shake up that
is
defensive
outside.
strategy.
You gotta understand this.
Two
You gotta understand this. So just like Budenholzer making moves, their coaching staff is making moves too.
Yes.
So every time they move, see that's really what it got to be. They made moves with Giannis. Toronto made moves to counteract that. So every time you say, so you got to understand, they saw things. They knew that Giannis couldn't do this. So they converted.
They still
They
kept
turned
doing the
to a
same old
1-3-1.
shit.
We never seen that before.
They kept again. They're like,
And
they
this
give
what
the
Giannis
ball to
doing.
Giannis and he just runs straight
Giannis
to
will fly down the floor
top
and
of
go,
the key.
damn.
It's like, damn, there's no switch off.
Let me turn
Like,
around
this
this
shit
way.
is not working.
They didn't dribble twice and fuck up. Like, it really, they exposed him.
Yeah,
Giannis
they
has no
exposed him.
handle
Yeah,
and no mid-range. But the one thing this what helps him being a star. I watched him will in 3-pointers. He willed them in. And it was like, I'm Giannis, I gotta hit this. I like that part.
From the 3-point, once
And
he
here's,
did
and
that,
here's the other thing is the problem with the Bucks are 3 things. It's not coaching at all. Giannis doesn't have dribbling skills. Giannis doesn't have a mid-range.
so then
Hold on.
Run point.
He's not really running point. He's the superstar.
He's
He's
not
dribbling
true.
above the court, but
Yeah.
But
Right,
he dribbled the ball down.
No.
but everybody moving
And
constantly.
the third issue is, here's the third issue.
Still wouldn't
Bro,
help him.
Hold on.
here's the third issue.
They don't know how to win.
Bledsoe is a great athlete. We need to get fucking rid of Bledsoe. He's not a great point guard. You know who we need to get for a point guard? Fuck Bradley Bill. You know who we need to get? We need to get The motherfucker plays for the Celtics, but now he just got his position back because what's his name going to
Terry
Brooklyn?
Rozier. Terry Rozier. You want Rozier?
So it's point guard.
Rozier.
It was Rozier? Yeah, it was Rozier. It's Rozier. That's
Scary Terry.
We need him right.
I thought
here.
they were trying to get. I thought they were trying to get.
You know what? Milwaukee doesn't
We-
know how to win.
That's part of
been
it.
in that
That's part of it.
When's the last time they were in the Eastern Conference Finals?
That's part of
They
it.
don't know how to win.
And no one respects him.
Against,
That's why they got
that was what,
Players that can win.
92?
All they had, and
Okay.
really,
He's
Philly.
a new emerging.
Which they should have won that shit. They should have won.
and all they
that
really
shit.
had, all they really
That's
had,
bullshit.
all they really had from what he's saying was George Hill and Lopez. Those only cats who
And
really
George
good.
Hill look a little shaky.
George Hill stood up
George
there
Hill
and
was
He's a veteran. He's a veteran.
But he was looking sick. I was like, oh, is he gonna hit that?
George Hill. George Hill was.
He's
George Hill was open, dog.
Why did they let him go?
The issue is that
Indiana.
our team doesn't know how to win.
He don't know.
That's the issue.
But if
He's never been in that
If
position.
he keep on fucking with Kobe by himself, he's gonna learn how to win.
It's a matter of time.
Because he took the team on his back this year.
My man got to break the seal.
Everybody look at the outro right now. So we gonna close this out. Like
Yeah, go-
upstairs.
I can't believe we're still talking
And we
about
gonna talk
it.
about it when he get back.
Hey, nigga demonetized right
Oh,
now.
this shit. All right, y'all. Shit.
So you guys say bye to the crowd.
Hey, toodles.
All right. Whoa, Elijah, you got something to say on your way out?
You know, it'll be quietly.
Elijah, Isaiah, something on the way out?
Not at all.
Is he?
Nope, it's always gonna be on here. Check out
You
my
got something to say,
SoundCloud.
Christian?
4th of July. We'll make it. We'll make
Before
it a
July,
appearance.
we back. Mr. Wendell Scott, you got something to say?
Man, it's a great time. I really want to talk more sports with cats who know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can talk about
That's what we
that.
need to do.
We're gonna say deuces because when
Sayonara, adios, all
when
that.
Rocky come back, I'm going myself. So
Where you
we
going?
will see you, Break the Seal.
Oh, for sure.
We'll see y'all next time.
We'll see you. You ready?
Let's just turn it off. Yeah, I got it.
Hey.
We'll see you drinking.